Wake up, wake up, wake up, and stay woke. Cause this is the Ball Hog Sports Talk with your boy, B Brown, ESQ, aka the Ball Hog, aka the Mouth of the South. This is the place where sports, business, and entertainment collide. And we're gonna give it to you rough, rugged, and raw. So come get you a spoonful, like some grits with butter and salt. You know how we do it in the South, y'all. Make sure you do not get caught in your feelings. Strap on your seatbelt and enjoy the ride. Come on, let's go. Y'all know what it is. It's the Ball Hog Sports Talk with your boy, B Brown, ESQ, a.k.a. the Ball Hog, a.k.a. the Mouth of the South, a.k.a. Mr. Excessive Celebration, a.k.a. we about to get it in today. I got pank on pank. That's how we say it in South Florida, baby. I'm wearing the pank on pank. Let me make sure I move this thing off my girl face. How about I start there? Pank on pank. And I was about to say the pank on pank is to celebrate our ladies. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Yep. So we are I guess not celebrating, but we are appreciating the sacrifice a lot of women have made and undergone so many different trials and tribulations with breast cancer. So we all know someone that's been impacted by it. So this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I almost said and this week they had No Bra Day. I don't know if y'all knew that, but I saw it on social media.
Damn, women, how did I miss that?
Bro, I don't know, man. You got to get in the know. You got to get in. Although No Bra Day is every day now with COVID. True. But it's a designated No Bra Day. I don't know where that came from, but it is a thing. It is definitely a thing. How y'all doing, man? It's a rainy, dreary Friday, but we're going to bring the sunshine to them. We got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about today. Before we get into the topics, before we get into the title, I just want to check on y'all. It's a black person check-in. How y'all feeling? What's up? Everything.
I'm going to try and do this today. It says, my mug says, be a kind human. I don't think that's going to, be a nice human. I don't think that's going to happen today.
All right. What's up with you? Superhero DJ John Quick. We got the Maverick who's going to try to be a kind human. And I'm tapped in for that. I want to see that. But we got the Maestro, Superhero DJ John Quick. You don't think it's going to happen?
That's not going to happen.
What's up, Superhero DJ John Quick? How you feeling, my brother? Just a check-in. We got to do more checking in with one another.
I'm good, man. Tired, my Afrobeat show, we've been making some changes, so I have a whole new set of responsibilities, but it's all love. I'm enjoying it. It's nothing like doing what you love, man. I mean, but I'm tired, but doing what you love, you can't beat that.
Yeah, man. Amen to that, my brother. And I agree with you wholeheartedly, man. That's good. That's perspective, and then some, my brother. And that's why you the maestro, baby. Music to our ears with the perspective and the sound. Yeah, man. I know you working hard, man, on both ends of the clock, man. So we appreciate you and we love you, my brother.
It's all good, man.
We got to do the t-shirt check. You're the t-shirt king. So
sometimes you got the little modified Superman, with the got Krypton, you got to coordinate. You know what I'm saying?
Coordinate. That's why I wore the pank on pank. That's why I wear the handlebar mustache. You got to coordinate, baby.
Bob, what we say.
Look, man, it's Friday, man.
Let's go.
Let's go in, baby. Now, look, the movie Friday is under criticism right now, under scrutiny right now, because Ice Cube himself, who wrote the movie, directed the movie, and starred in the movie.
Gary Gray directed it. He Melted Ice Cube wrote it with DJ Pooh.
Oh, I gave him too much credit. I gotta take Quick out and bring him back. I think he a little frozen in time. So all right, so I gave him too much credit, but he was definitely the man in Friday. Friday is under attack because of Ice Cube. We
Sadate.
Yeah, I like you in the better in the moving form. The frozen form was cool, but I like my superheroes able to move. We're gonna get to that at the end of the show. Oh, no. But today's show is called Buck Naked. Because in South Florida, you got to add the word buck anytime you say naked. Buck naked in the closet. And the reason the topic or the title of today's show is Buck Naked in the Closet is because and before we go in, man, you guys, if you would, we ask you every week, please like, please comment, please share. In the comments, please just tag people so they come on in. We're going to have a debate, a real debate about LeBron James and his respect today. We're going to have a real debate about Ice Cube and his politics today. We're going to have a real debate about a few other things because the Trump train is moving. I watched that town hall last night. We're gonna have a debate about all of those things. And we say debate lightly. We're going to argue. We're going to fight because me and Maya on a different side when it comes to LeBron and his respect. So you better strap on your seatbelt. We going in this morning.
And then he trolls. Yeah, very quickly, Bobby. It's been a lot of troll activity coming towards me. Don't make me get on your mamas and your daddies because I'm a petty bitch. So I'm just like.
Please do. We're going to hop in and tell you what the title's about. Buck Naked in the Closet. So speaking of trolls, I had a troll come on my page and just posted something which was sort of out of left field. It was about the Ice Cube. It was on the Ice Cube post when I posted it. Not Ice Cube. I'm sorry.
No,
Shaq. It was Shaq. Shaq hadn't voted.
Boogie. Yeah.
Yeah. So Boogie. I can't. Yeah. You got your own dictionary. You know you got a maverick when she got her own dictionary. We'll give you guys the defined term of what your boogie is sooner or later. But so somebody came on my page on that post and basically left a comment saying, "How about the one time my dad came home and caught you naked in my closet?" Now, this person was a dude. This person is a dude. All right. So again, please like, please comment, please share, tag people, get them on in the room, man. Because we're going in this morning and we're gonna go an hour strong and we're gonna get on out of here. But this dude post on my page, this troll that happens to be a male, post on my page. Remember when my dad came home and you was high, you were naked, you were hiding in the closet. Now, I didn't catch the comment. If let's say he put it, I don't know the exact days, but he put it up there on a Thursday night. So it sat there and lingered with some stank on it because I didn't read the comment. So it's, now the next day, Friday morning or whatever the day was, that next morning, I finally read the comment and I'm looking at my text messages and everybody want to know, like, bruh, what's up?
I was the first person to reply and I told him to shut the fuck up.
I think you initially said you lying because I think you know that if by now I was a gay male, I would have told you. So you denied it like you lying because you spoke up for my character. And I think then I got a text. I see superhero DJ John Quick, the maestro, like, bro, what's up? And I got a lot of those. So I'm going to clear this up, first of all, because he put it on this public platform. All right. What had happened was, all right, that troll of a human being, I don't even call him a man, because if you got to just drop in and throw bombs, like that's just Troll Central 101, happened to be one of three. They were triplets. The other two of the three were two girls. Me and a man who shall remain nameless, my dog for life, who through all of this, y'all noticed that I never said his name. I never threw him under the bus because I believe in the code. Yes.
Man code.
The man code. The dad came home.
Respect.
The dad came home. And we were acting like teenagers, exploring sexually, trying to figure out our whole thing. I was in one room. My dog and the other sister were in the other room. And the brother did help us hide in his room. So technically, yes, we were buck naked in the closet. But man, me and my dog were buck naked in the closet as we waited on the situation. And I had to call him because I didn't remember in detail. He's like, man, we was in there for 2 hours waiting on the dad.
Oh my God.
We were. Luckily, it was with my best friend. So I guess I kind of told on him. Luckily, it was with my dog. So we weren't tripping on it because, locker room, I don't care about you being naked. Don't care about me being naked. Let's look eye to eye, my brother. Let's look eye to eye.
Yes.
But the fact is that this troll put that on my page, and I had all these text messages from people questioning whether or not I was officially out of the closet. And so that's why today's topic, today's episode is called Buck Naked in the Closet, because we're going to deal with our truth. That troll, right, tried to mess with the truth a little bit by just dangling it out there and not giving a lot of details. We got some topics today where we got to deal with our truth. Some people got to face their truth. And we starting off right hot and blazing. We ain't warming up. We got to deal with the truth. Yes, there have been a lot of people trolling us right now. So the truth of that means we arriving, y'all. But let's deal with the truth of whether or not this buck naked in the closet moment is LeBron chasing a shadow that ain't there. He wants respect. He's calling for respect. He's demanding respect. I'm going to let the lady in the room speak first because I know you got some opinions on this. But I don't know if LeBron is dealing with being buck naked in the closet and still he's chasing a shadow that ain't there. What say you, Miss Majestic Maya?
Well, first and foremost, I'm going to echo something that John said, that LeBron is more prototypically similar to Magic Johnson.
Okay.
Like he's like truly a hybrid.
Yeah.
So my issue is with you damn Jordan Hives. I mean, you guys talk so much. Every time I turn around, I want to take some of his nut hair out of your mouth because all y'all do is ride on Jordan. Yeah, I went there because every time you guys turn around, you can't let this man be great. You guys are disrespectful to him, and you guys come at him on some weak shit. Oh, he's flapping all the time, blah blah blah. Let's not forget when David Stern was the commissioner of the NBA, he was the president of the Jordan Hive. Then every time Jordan did so, here he comes, and Michael Jordan here's the. Get off his nuts. LeBron has proven himself, and I'm the same person. I tell you, I want my fucking respect, or I'm going to be disrespectful. He's a little bit classier than me, but they're two totally different types of players. And remember, there was a league before Michael Jordan. You posted about Wilt Chamberlain and how his stats that weren't even counted prior to 1973 would still destroy anybody playing today. Jordan did not face as many Hall of Famers as LeBron has faced. Y'all need to give that man some damn respect. Jordan never won any championships without Pippen. Put some respect on LeBron's name. And lastly, any of you trolls coming for me, don't be pussies and post stuff at midnight. Do it bright as day, so when I come for you and your mamas and your dirty fucking girlfriends, there's no discrepancies, okay? Y'all need to respect them. And let me tell you, so you talk about him, but you don't have an eighth of his net worth. You don't do shit he does on and off the court. So y'all just sound like a bunch of jealous bitches.
Superhero DJ John Quick, I know that you probably are the middle ground here because I am a Jordan Hive, as I have now been described. I'm a Jordan Hive participant. Not only am I a member, but I'm the president. I am on Team Jordan, and I can admit that. But I'm going to give you a stab at this because LeBron is the one who opened the door about respect. And he said, I need my respect. What do you think about that post-championship interview? And does he indeed get disrespected?
Wow, that's a tough question. First of all, let me be very clear. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. There's no question in my mind. But LeBron James has his own amazing, phenomenal lane. And there's no reason because you could be a Jordan fan and not shit on LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the whole point. Like, I don't understand. Hey, because I'm a big LeBron James fan. I'll keep it 100 with you. I mean, to me, he is this generation's Muhammad Ali when it comes to being a great athlete and someone great off the court. Mm-hmm. All right. So I don't understand the hate. Like, this dude has never been in any scandals. The worst thing he ever did was the announcement. I forgot what it was called. And
that wasn't his. He didn't produce that. No, it was called The Decision.
The decision. And on top, here's the funny thing: the decision actually was a charity event.
Yeah.
So y'all mad at him at that? So again,
I'm not mad at him for that.
No. So again, I think this is just my opinion. I do. When I watched Michael Jordan, it was just something different. The same way when I watch LeBron, it's something different. But it's just I think for me the difference is MJ was more of a killer, whereas LeBron was more about make the right basketball play, bring my teammates up without having to punch them in the face.
But do you think?
Go ahead.
I'm
not finished yet.
Go ahead.
So I guess in closing, again, like Maya had said, I never understood the Jordan comparisons aside from being a great player because again, he's more like Magic Johnson. That's who we should be comparing him to. He's not Jordan. He's not a shooting guard. He's more of a facilitator. He's a pass first, score second, but he's just such a great scorer. So I guess that's why people kind of get confused. But yeah, LeBron he's in his own lane. Jordan is in his own lane, and Kobe is in his own lane. Why can't we let these three black men be great without tearing somebody else, tearing one of them down?
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
I have no problem with that.
Can I say something really quick, Bobby?
Go ahead.
I think the biggest issue I have is that people are literally taking this man who has done great things, and black people in general are just going at him like he's some fucking scumbucket. And I'm like, seriously? And then you got these fucking white trolls chiming, and this is like, get off his dick. You be so happy to fucking smell his jock, you don't know what to do with yourself. I just don't like the public tearing down of LeBron. Like, that's just something you keep in house. Like, you don't have to fucking
but Maya, it's more white people than black people. That's factual because you know why? Because LeBron believes Black Lives Matter. So,
well, they're mad because he didn't sign with. They expected him to go to either New York or Chicago. Why would he want to go to them losing ass Knicks? And back in 2010 in Chicago, they were in between ownership issues. Why would you want to go there?
Skip Bayless has a lot to do with why I think a lot of white folk hate LeBron, because Skip Bayless goes out of his way. But here's my thing. Now, we somehow, some way are talking about Michael Jordan, and really the topic was about LeBron's respect. LeBron opened the door for that by chasing a shadow that at that moment, when you should be celebrating with your teammates, the accomplishment of winning yet another championship, the 17th for that franchise, for doing it under circumstances that are, you put an asterisk next to it if you want to. You could put an exclamation point next to it if you want to. Some people put an asterisk next to it. Some people are saying that's pretty amazing that they were able to do that with a pandemic looming over their head. But you should be celebrating. And in that moment, somehow, some way, he was butt naked in the closet trying to face a truth that at that moment, I don't think he needed to face, because the respect comment was absolutely about Michael Jordan. What other respect do you need at that moment? You are at the top of the hilltop, my brother.
Bro, I think you missed
more on Kobe than anything else. No one's talking about that. He said the main point was like he was so proud to win for LA. It was more showing reverence and respect to Kobe.
I like that part. I love that part.
People take this little fucking snippet and run away with it. It's just
what else are we supposed to say when he's saying I'm demanding my respect? What respect?
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you what respect. It had nothing to do with Michael Jordan. It had to do with he didn't win the MVP this year. And he actually said that in the interview earlier. When he found out that he didn't win MVP, he felt disrespected. And so that's what that was about.
So now look, I'm gonna take that opportunity to then actually bring in the Michael Jordan conversation, because all the great ones don't win MVPs.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually true.
I mean, that's actually true. That's like saying, like, we know that you're the best, LeBron, but we've got to share the wealth. Every great player that dominated,
every great player went through that. Yeah.
Michael, they all went through that. So, and I get him. You should have a chip on your shoulder. But and maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But when then you see a few days later, he's posting on Instagram a picture of him watching The Last Dance, saying, I'm doing my homework. LeBron is the one feeding this narrative that we have to compare him to Michael Jordan.
Too. He's definitely feeding
it.
He is.
He's feeding it.
And listen, he said the reason he wears 23 He said that it's because of Michael Jordan. So he's the stuff. There's nothing wrong with chasing greatness. I don't see the problem. What is wrong with chasing greatness?
I want to ignore the fact that I am a Jordan disciple while appreciating the current greatness.
Lies.
I do. I don't want to talk about it. At the end of the day, look, I was a LeBron fan for 4 years.
LeBron because he went to Miami. Get
for 4 years. I was a LeBron fan for 4 years. But I ain't gonna look. The people that followed him though, like as a fan, followed him. If you were a Miami Heat fan and now you are an LA Lakers fan, look, man, you buck naked in the closet. You can't face your truth, man, because it's a lot of people. You talked about the pubic hair that the Michael Jordan fans are in their mouth. It's a lot of people with LeBron's pubic hair.
Hold on.
They've been chasing him. Go ahead.
Bob, I think something is intertwined in your mustache. Sorry. Okay. I got rid of it for you. Okay.
Hey, but look, any fan, any person that calls himself a fan, and now it's tough to do in this whole free agency era because when I still am, but during that time, when I was an absolute fan of Chicago Bulls because of Michael Jordan, all I had to do was wear Chicago Bulls gear. Man, you done had to wear a bunch of jerseys as a LeBron James fan right now. A whole bunch of them. You didn't, man. You breaking the bank. Trying to take that man.
So his little trek to Washington meant absolutely nothing.
No,
y'all so cool. You know what? Y'all were
was that his choice? But was that his choice?
Because they didn't give him a new contract. Get out of here.
Absolutely. He was changing. All right. So now, like, all jokes aside, when Michael Jordan did that.
Y'all corny.
He changed the narrative of the power of the player. And in doing so, he also took a step into ownership. You can dislike Michael Jordan because of what he does not do off the court. And I respect that because he should do more. And he's trying to. I think in his older age and his wisdom,
he's doing it now. So.
He's trying to.
And I've admitted on this show multiple times, Michael Jordan is literally the best basketball player I have ever witnessed.
Yeah.
I've said that before. I'm not knocking what he does off the court. That's a totally different conversation. What I'm saying is that you have these Monday morning quarterbacks who literally are seeing someone who's great now, someone who was great then, and matching them up against each other. And it's not a good matchup. I don't think.
Yeah. I think LeBron is more magic than MJ. But here's the thing, Maya, you have to be fair. LeBron is the one, steering that narrative, which is kind of, I get it. If that was his dude growing up, so I get it. But, if you're looking at games, I feel like, he's more magic than MJ. So that's just
all right. All right, look, man. So all right, yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no answer. Does LeBron get the respect that he deserves? Miss Majestic Maya, you go first. Yes or no?
Absolutely no, he doesn't.
Superhero DJ John Quick, the maestro. Does he get the respect that he deserves? Yes or no?
Of course he does. He just has haters like anybody else. Jordan had haters. That's all it is. Maya, that's all it is. It's a bunch of haters. You know when you great, Maya, when you got haters. So Kobe had haters. MJ had haters. Magic had haters, believe it or not. Magic had, especially after he caught HIV. Oh my God, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So of course, as great as LeBron James is, like he is amazing, phenomenal. I can't go on. He's going to have haters. So I wouldn't say he doesn't get respect. It's just that he has a lot of haters.
I like this comment. Dr. Rashawn Adams says, so many MVPs got passed by MJ. Barkley and Malone were passed. Kobe was the most disrespected in terms of MVPs. I have to agree with that.
No, I don't agree. I don't agree with the
Kobe got shysted, bro.
No.
Listen, I'm not a big Kobe fan. I hated Kobe.
But listen, Kobe, after Shaq left, Kobe was scoring a lot on a crappy ass team. Let's keep it 100 until Paul Gasol got there. He was terrible. They were terrible. You can't win MVP on a good team on a horrible team.
Y'all ain't no good. Y'all got me defending Kobe Bryant, a man that I have been on record to detest. Y'all ain't no good. I see what y'all doing. It's a conspiracy. This is some Trump stuff right here. Y'all got me defending Kobe, but Kobe got shysted, man. He was overlooked. And it wasn't until that tragic helicopter accident until we finally start giving him the due respect that he really has earned.
What? That's not true.
No,
That's
what are you talking about, man?
Because how great he was. But that's why I always respected his greatness. What I said, my issue with Kobe was he was literally, everything he did was literally based off of Jordan. It was like,
he's a clone.
That's it.
We all tried to. I tried to beat Michael Jordan too. I still try to beat him, and I fail on a daily basis. Watch me chew my gum. I was like,
looking like a cow out to pasture.
Hey, that's how I started with the little thin mustache because Jordan had the little Hitler. I was like, I'm gonna try to Hitler.
You had the big ass balloon pants.
That's where I draw the line. Like I ain't doing the zoot suit.
But big up and rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. He's definitely one of the
For all that I say about LeBron, and I keep the fire, I keep stoking the fire because it's good for ratings, y'all. Please like, please comment, please share. As much as I stoke the fire about LeBron, I give him the utmost respect and tip my hat to him that he paid homage and said what he said about the Mamba, man. So rest in peace, Kobe.
Wait, one last thing about LeBron. All of the white people talk about the whole he doesn't show, he needs to conduct himself in some sort of way. Who the fuck are you, the action police?
They don't get to say that.
No one said shit about Tom Brady when he walks around like his fucking shit don't stink. It stinks like shit down in Tampa Bay because he fucking old and crazy.
Right.
So why is it that there's a different level when it comes to black athletes versus
that's what it's going? That's just what it's going to be. While I'm here, because we left off with R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. I do want to pay respects in a very, very brief moment of silence. My apologies for not doing it at the beginning of the show. To Vaughn Mcclure, who was a black journalist. He was the beat writer for the Atlanta Falcons. He died at 48 years old yesterday. Vaughn Mcclure started his career in South Bend. He was covering Notre Dame football. He would come to me for a lot of the inside scoop, and I couldn't give it to him a lot. I wasn't going to be the team snitch. But what I would always do is at least entertain him because I'm like, man, these white reporters coming to us asking us the same thing. So a lot of the brothers on the team, I used to be like, yo, man, at least acknowledge the brother, even if you don't give him the information he wants. He's just trying to make it in a very white-dominated journalism world. Vaughn then went and did a whole bunch of great things, including becoming the beat writer for the Atlanta Falcons. Was a good dude. My last text exchange with him, he was trying to get Urban Meyer's cell number. He stayed trying to get the story. A good brother. The cause of death has not been stated yet. I hope it wasn't COVID. So a very, very brief moment of silence for Vaughn Mcclure. Very good brother, man. And I guess again, man, before we get back into the ignorance, my serious statement will be just cherish every day, man. Cherish your friendships, cherish the people around you because you just never know. All right. The good news in the NBA, Tyronn Lue. All right. And Tyronn's middle name is about as ethnic as it comes. But I love to see this brother, man. Tyronn Lue, y'all know that little brother looked like somebody that grew up on the block that you call Red. You know what I mean? He just looked like somebody. I know they called him Red or whatever neighborhood he grew up in. What's up, Red? You know what I'm saying?
A little bit of peanut.
So
there go peanut.
There go peanut. Tyronn Lue got the job.
Peanut. That's peanut. That's peanut.
Peanut. Tyronn Lue got the job for the LA Clippers. So although they moved on from Doc Rivers, another brother got the job. So shout out to the NBA for doing that, making sure these brothers get jobs. And hopefully we have Sam Cassell right behind them. I hope Mark Jackson is going. Let's get these brothers a job, man. But in the NFL, I posted an article about I'm gonna call it CWB, coaching while black. Man, it's hard in the yard. Raheem Morris, who is now the interim coach of the Atlanta Falcons, the owner was asked whether or not he had a legitimate shot to be named the permanent head coach. And he, in a public forum, when asked that question, his response was, with a laugh, a sinister laugh. Yeah, I mean, hey, if he goes undefeated and goes 11-0 from here, he'll be considered.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And I just think the NFL is so out of touch when it comes to this. You look at the numbers. It was down to two black coaches at one point. And so, like, they are so out of touch. Eric Bieniemy, what up, frat? Still don't have a job. Still don't have a head coaching job, despite all the work he's doing. And here is an owner in all his elitism telling a joke at a podium like, yeah, sure, if he goes 11-0, he'll be considered.
Yeah. I
don't know, man, how much worse it could get for these coaches, especially in NFL. CWB, coaching while black. I know both of y'all are holding y'all nose and y'all don't mess with the NFL no more. So I'm going to go ahead and dangle this red meat and let y'all go in for a few minutes. What do y'all think about that owner statement? What do you think about the NFL, the black coaches in the NFL, the Rooney Rule in general? I'll let you guys have at it.
First of all, that rule is laughable. Okay. That's basically putting a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound. Okay. You're not helping anything. Also, the backstory of Arthur Blanket, people don't know anything about him. He's a Jewish man from Queens, New York, took his Home Depot, which it would turn out to be, took it down to Atlanta. He is an ardent 45 supporter. He is not like this decent human being. So I expect nothing less from a fucking trash bucket like Arthur Blanket. Also, the thing that really pisses me off is that the NFL recycles the same 2 to 3 black coaches, put them in the worst situations and the worst teams, so they consistently fail. They don't give them Patriot jobs or teams that are actually great. They give them the bottom of the fucking barrel. They give them crust bucket teams and expect them to create miracles. And it never happens. It's not fair. They don't do that to white coaches. Lane Kiffin, he is the epitome of failing up. This fucking guy has gotten more opportunities than the lives of 12 fucking cats. I swear to God. And then they wonder, oh, it's not a race thing. Yes, it is.
Hey, you just had me do some math. What's 9 times 12? That's 108. I was like, well, hold on, man. How many chances is that? All right, cool.
He got
I like that one
more. Yeah. And it consistently happens. And so the NFL backs away and says, well, we gave these guys chances. I mean, look, he was the interim head coach and he still didn't win. Exactly. You put in positions to fail. And this is why the NFL is a walking fucking hypocrisy. I hope their ratings go in the fucking toilet. They are a trash organization. And until the viewership and the people who play the game, which is a vast majority of black people, put their feet down and say, we're over this shit. Either you're going to give us the right opportunities or we're going to shut this shit down. Nothing is going to change.
You know what's crazy? To your point, though, we hear all the time because Kawhi and Paul George were accused of playing a role in Doc Rivers. You hear about it all the time about NBA players. LeBron has been called a coach killer because coaches get fired, wrongly so. Look, I defended LeBron.
Magic Johnson too.
Magic Johnson. So Isaiah, look, it's one of those situations where in the NBA forever the players have had either a direct or indirect influence on the coaches. Why is it so in the NFL with so many black players that none of them can come together and say, we want Eric Bieniemy, we want Raheem Morris?
Yeah.
You never hear about that level of influence, player to owner, when it pertains to coaches.
That's true.
And a lot of it has to do with contract insecurity, the shortness of the career and all of that. But you would think that at least some player would have enough influence to say, nah, I want a black head coach in that corner office. Well, and it hasn't happened.
We were talking about journalism, and this is actually a good segue, how white journalists will consider a player that stands up and fights for themselves as cancers. T.O. was a cancer. T.O. was let me tell you something. Number 2, well, actually, he's tied for number 2 because the best wide receiver I've ever seen live was Jerry Rice. Randy Moss was a close second. That was a catching ass man. And I would say T.O. was on par. So you have 1A, 1B. So
just for the record, I'm sorry to interrupt. Both of them wore the number 88, which I happen to wear. And that had nothing to do with this, but it was a moment. Go ahead, Maya. Sorry.
Good.
Randy Moss is the GOAT. I don't care what none of y'all say. Thank you. Thank you.
It's all good. Shout out to West Virginia.
West Virginia, proud out there, boy.
That's right.
Marshall.
But I just say personally, it's these journalists who they run roughshod over. They have all this control because everything they say is printed, and people read these articles and start to believe it. So all of these biases that people are forming in their head are coming from people who are just too fat to play the game, 2, not talented enough to play the game, and 3, are straight up jealous. Let's call it spade a spade. Because I would take T.O. any fucking day of the week on my team. I would take him today. That's a catching ass man. And he's not a prima donna. Quarterbacks ain't shit without the people catching. Who they gonna do? Throw the ball and catch it themselves?
Now look, Maya, I'm gonna stop here and just say, let the church say amen. As the ball hog who spent his life using these hands to catch it, man. Hey, girl, you speaking. Hey, tell the truth and shame the devil. Hey, it was so bad I had to move my sons to quarterback. Remember,
and I love Dan Marino. You know I was gonna marry him for 35 years. But he didn't catch those balls by himself. You know who made him great? Mark Clayton and Mark Duper, the Marks brothers. Yep. Let's call it out because he had no fucking running game. But they were catching up. Now he was very accurate. But they were catching those fucking balls.
I see my dog Kareem White in the building. He says, "Yep, Romeo Cromwell stays as a replacement coach." Yeah, man, they be playing us on the whole replacement coach thing. Superhero DJ John Quick, I know your relationship with the NFL, and it's a pretty tense one, but I gotta let you weigh in, man. What's up, CWB coaching while black in the NFL, man? Speak on it, bro.
Well, I know Maya had mentioned the Rooney Rule, and it's a shame because really only one team believed in the Rooney Rule, and that was the team that came up with the Rooney Rule. That was the Pittsburgh Steelers. Right after the Rooney Rule, they hired Mike Tomlin, and the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? He's never had a losing season. Never. You know what I'm saying? So all this, I agree with Maya. A lot of this has to do with the media and, the narratives that they push. Maybe not even being aware of it, that they're pushing a narrative, but they are. And a lot of it has to do with the Good Old Boys Network, that are the owners. And until we could change this narrative, this sick line of thinking. I mean, think about it. Like they have kept out a quarterback who had went to a Super Bowl maybe like 3 years earlier. They've kept him out of the league because he basically hurt their feelings because he wanted to stand up for Black lives. Right. So it's amazing to me. I mean, just to me personally, that's why I can't really mess with the NFL. Like, I watch ESPN, I catch the highlights. I'm still a fan. I'm happy that they're doing well. But in terms of that rating coming from my TV, that's not going to happen again.
I ain't mad at it, man. Hey, Chris, don't be messing with me. I know my receivers, man. Yes, Rice wore 80, but I say they both wore 88 because Jerry Rice wore 88 in college, baby. Mississippi Valley. Yes, they did.
Oh, well, one more thing. Randy Moss is the GOAT. Thanks.
Yeah. I ain't mad at you. Look, I go.
Too. I may push him up in the GOAT range.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why I feel like he's the GOAT.
Go ahead.
And this is just from what I witnessed in terms of wide receivers. I don't remember teams drafting specifically to stop one player. I remember Green Bay. Remember the year Green Bay drafted like three corners?
Those big corners, yeah.
In the first 3 rounds, just because they had to go against the monster that was Randy Moss, man. He basically was a basketball player in football cleats.
Yes.
And Jordan football cleats, the funny thing about it, which is ironic.
I'm gonna throw one more 88 in there because y'all don't mention him because his career was cut short by injury. By injury. No, not me. I'm not delusional. Yeah. Thank you. I'm not delusional. But the other 88 that was in there, or that should be in there, is Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin. Yeah.
I tell you, nobody
was great. He is great. Michael Irvin was great. He just wasn't. he couldn't outrun Moss. He didn't have better hands than Moss. Like Moss was a freak. Like literally, man. Cats on and think about the quarterbacks he brought back to life. He was like the reanimator. Like real talk, man. Like
hold on. We have a Ball Hog Sports Talk moment.
Yes.
And it's from my frat brother. What up, Delroy? Now I don't like to talk about myself on the show. You know what I'm saying? But since one of our listeners, one of our audience members brought this up.
What up, dog?
What up, T? Since one of our audience members brought this up, I'm compelled to address this, right? Because he says, didn't I beat Randy? And just for clarification, he's talking about Randy Moss, the GOAT. Didn't I beat Randy in the 400? And because I don't want any bad information out there, I'm going to correct you. I beat him in the 200, not the 400.
Which actually is more impressive because the 400, bro, that's a monster race. But the 200 is more about speed. Let me ask you this: did you beat him in the 40 or the 100? That's all I want to know.
I didn't. You know what? I didn't beat him in the 40 because I had some bad shoes on. That's all it was.
I'm about Bobby. I know this is your moment, but I'm about to take the ball and hog it back. There were two players that played high that nobody could ever fuck with: Lawrence Taylor and Michael Irvin. Those are the high goats.
So that's a whole different category.
We got the greatest of all times in terms of playing high. We got to have a whole category.
But Lawrence Taylor's a monster.
Lawrence Taylor was a monster.
I still quote Michael Irvin because when they found out that he wasn't at that party with them scrippers, okay, and he said, "I want y'all to run it with the same intensity."
We gotta go, man, because we tight on time, man. We gotta move on because
let's move on, man. Let's move on. Y'all ain't gonna talk about my dog from St. Thomas Aquinas. You know what I mean? My man. Look, Cardi B and Offset decided to rekindle their knot. No one's surprised. All right. But I'm happy. I want to see Black love and all of that. Go for it, y'all.
Hold on. You know what it was about, though, right? You know what this was about.
The WAP?
Yeah,
no.
These nuts.
Got it. She's whipped, man. That's the only logical, scientific explanation. She is dickmatized. Let's keep it 100.
She should be gone.
That's an ugly ass man.
She should be gone. She should be gone
all day. I ain't looking at that face.
All right, look, I gotta hop into it's sports, business, and entertainment. That was our little entertainment plug, the Offset and Cardi B thing. And there's the business of politics, y'all. Last night we saw two stark contrasts of the candidates. First, the fact that our president, 45, let's call him, would not engage in a virtual debate was beyond me. But then to undermine the town hall that the candidate, Vice President Joe Biden, had arranged, and then to go on NBC and a few other channels, all the NBC family, to do his own town hall, I thought was childish. But then I watched it too, and I'm like, he doesn't get it. He's so arrogant that he doesn't understand that every time you hog up airspace, it's like the whole thing is like, people don't know you're a fool until you open your mouth. So he spent an hour of showing the country just how crazy he was. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see him side by side, but it was wild, man. It was he basically endorsed a conspiracy theory about it. It was insane. He minimized the $400 million that he owes as though, that's a drop in the bucket. He was just so out of touch with the American people, man. Look, vote yes. Early,
very quickly.
Whatever you need to do, vote. Seriously, y'all.
Very quickly. Vote. Maya Angelou said it best: when people show you who they are, believe them the first time. He has been crazy since he was conceived. That's not breaking news. One thing I want to put on the record: my Aunt Karen. Hey, Aunt Karen. She's Black. She ain't, it's Karin, not En. We don't do those over here. She said it back. She's very particular about that. She called it. She says that man is going to start his own network. He's going to compete with Fox. Write that shit down. Yep. Play this play it back. She says, Maya, however he gets out of that White House, he is going to go compete toe-to-toe with Fox. That's another way for him to make money. I'm telling you now. That he's like a roach. Who survived the blast?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Look, we got to come home. We got to bring it home. In politics, we'll deviate real quick. But you see that they are doing the nomination confirmation is still happening. The confirmation process rather is still happening for ACB to be a Supreme Court justice. The Notre Dame community has not all supported her. 100 different faculty members signed a petition saying that if she was really about the Catholic ideals that she espouses, she would remove herself as a candidate because of the conditions in which she was nominated. So it seems as though that's an interesting process now. Chris Christie, who was, I thought, the biggest sycophant of Trump's that existed. He was the leader of the fan club. Chris Christie, after being in the hospital and in intensive care, came out last night and said he apologized for being careless by telling people not to wear masks. And he was like, I don't care what anyone says. This thing is serious. And there's so many random consequences to this virus that you don't know what you're going to get, that you absolutely cannot be careless. So I applaud Chris Christie for having gone through it and saying, but look, he said it as a public servant. I think he did the right thing.
So what? I'm pissed at COVID for not taking his fat ass out.
He's not. Got him.
I gotta give him credit, man.
No, I'm not giving him credit for nothing.
COVID had one job.
I know. I'm disappointed in COVID on 2 counts.
Yeah.
COVID dropping the ball.
You dropped the ball now.
Yeah.
We was actually rooting for you once, COVID.
Exactly, but once.
Nah, man.
You had 2 jobs.
Chris Christie, I think, at least separated himself from the ridiculousness of saying, oh, I'm King Kong. COVID ain't got nothing on me. Because look, man, we're up to almost 220. I'm messing up the numbers so many. I think it's 217,000 people that have died. And it's been rumored that if we don't take care of this before the flu season, that another 150,000 people can die. Yeah. And it's affecting our community worse than anybody's, y'all.
Exactly.
So, while Chris Christie had it very wrong for a very long time, I'll listen to him here just to emphasize the point. Wear y'all mask, y'all. Wash y'all hands, y'all. Because our president in a town hall last night said that 85% of the people that wear masks catch COVID, which is a crazy, ridiculous number that he doesn't even understand sample size when you're doing statistics. But look, man, let's hit this thing home. Emphasize, be safe, wear your mask, and again, vote, y'all. Vote. Straight up. All right. We got to get into what I think is going to be the topic of all topics. We're going to come home. And for those of y'all watching, please like, please comment, please share, please link your folk in this last part, because we down to about 10 minutes, but this 10 minutes going to be fiery, y'all, because today is Friday, right? It's Friday. You ain't got no job. You ain't got itch to do. I'm going to get you high today. We about to have a buck naked. We're going to have a buck naked in the closet moment right now, y'all, because it's Friday and the movie comes to mind. Ice Cube comes to mind. Ice Cube has created a platinum plan for black folk that he said he rolled out to the Democrats. He said he tried to contact the Democrats first, and they gave him a holler at you after the election. But 4-5 stepped up and heard him. And now Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted, spelled with 3 Ks, Mr. NWA, the Predator, is now taking backlash from Black America. What do y'all think about the platinum plan? What do you think about him reaching out to 45 to get some guidance or some implementation of his plan into the administration going forward? What are y'all thoughts?
Mr. Fuck the Police himself. Today was not a good day. Did they release that?
Today's a good day.
First, first and foremost, he did present something to both Republicans and Democrats. But at the end of the day, you have to recognize that this man, I don't even want to call him a man. This 45 species is just innate.
Organism.
Yeah, he's just like a fucking
parasite.
Because he's basic. No, he's an organism. He's real basic.
Basic.
Okay, so I get where Ice Cube is, because the initial, proposal to help Black people. I totally get that. But the thing is, you don't know who's going to be elected, so you can't make promises based off of anything until you're in office, until you're in the position of power.
Right.
So that's just like me telling Bobby, I'm going to get you. Bobby's like, hey, Maya, I need a car. And I'm like, yeah, Bobby, I'm going to get you a car next week. If I ain't got no job, I ain't got no money, how the hell am I going to get him a car? I'm going to have to go steal the car? It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah. So you can't expect someone to do something without being in the position to do something. This fucking parasite / organism, fat, bald, greasy, toupee, fat, fucking...
You think that's a toupee?
Fuck, that ain't nothing real about him. Orange, fucking roasted steak, nasty marshmallow fat, you fucking pig ass, bloated hog boar bitch. He can't do anything. Long story short, Q thought he was doing something by helping. That man is the devil incarnate. He is the devil walking this earth. And your timing is the worst. You come out with that shit November 4th, you fat fucking Osha Jackson, you fucking Jerry Curl. No, never trust
Osha skinny though.
I don't know fucking man who used to fucking rock a Jerry Curl. He'll stain your sheets and never fucking call you.
Stain your sheets and never call you back.
Yeah, all that fucking Jerry Curl juice dripping on your fucking pillowcases and shit. Them niggas ain't no good.
All right, so that look, the Maestro, Superhero DJ John Quick. I know you posted it, and I know that you've gotten a lot of activity on that post. You are the Maestro. You are the curator of sounds. You appreciated the era that was Ice Cube.
I did.
Ice Cube, the movie guy, Ice Cube, the musician, and now we're dealing with Ice Cube. And what's your word? What's your word, Mine? Jaboogie?
Shaboogie. His name is Osha Jackson, so he's Osha Boogie Jackson.
Osha Boogie. What do you think, Maestro, Superhero DJ John Quick? What's the platinum plan? Do you think that it was a good effort? And what do you think about our response, the Black community's response to Osha Jackson?
Nigga bye.
Listen. Remember how Kanye and Steve Harvey got crushed for meeting with Trump, and Chrisette Michele, her career was basically ended.
Yeah.
I see similar futures for O'Shea, because here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with coming up with a plan, although the name Platinum Plan for Black America, like that's really just
and for a rapper,
on, bro.
Like,
exactly.
Stay away from the word platinum.
But exactly, like, come on, bro. That's like one of those credit cards you get to try to reestablish your credit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. So listen, my thing is this: the Democrats, they told you to hold on because what can their potential administration do right now? Nothing. What could Trump's administration do right now? Nothing.
Not 20 days out.
Yo, 20 days. So basically you played yourself, as you like to say. You literally played yourself, and Trump is already trying to use this to leverage voters, Black, disillusioned voters. That's what he's trying to do right now. Or voters that's on the fence who like hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I cannot believe you could be this stupid, this naive. This administration has the most fact-checked lies on record of any administration in the history of the United States, and you believe him when he says this is what we're going to do? Really? He had 4 years. He had 4 years to come up with a their version of a platinum plan for Black America. And as he likes to say, the Blacks love me. I've done more the Blacks than Abe Lincoln. What
he
the
said?
F?
He said the most sense, Abe Lincoln. He said it again last night in the town hall.
So Ice Cube, man, you got to know what you're dealing with, bro. You failed, bro. You, like I said, you played yourself.
All right. So, but there are those amongst us, black folk. And my dog here, what's up, good bro? Gary Jason Lewis says Ice Cube was right. You don't cut off your nose and spite your face. There are a lot of people that have taken that position, and I get where they're coming from too, in the sense that you've got to at least be in the room and talk in order for the negotiation to begin. And that's what Ice Cube is saying that he was doing. He has not endorsed Trump, although I don't think he's done enough to distance himself from Trump. It has been rumored, and I think confirmed at this point, that Ice Cube was relying on the Trump administration to back him in his dispute with the big three. So he had some business interests in making sure that there was a relationship with Trump. But let's take him at face value. Let's take him at face value just for argument's sake.
So becoming the bank.
Why? But why do we have to take? Come on.
No, I mean Ice Cube. I'm not Trump. I'm talking about Ice Cube.
Okay.
I'm talking about Trump. Be clear. I'm at Ice Cube
at this point.
Not Trump. Ice Cube. Let's take him for what he's saying. Let's take what he's saying for face value and assume that he just wanted to start the conversation and he did not endorse Trump. I still don't like the timing.
Exactly.
I don't like the timing. But let's ignore the timing and say, was he right that in order to get people moving, because what Ice Cube also said as a follow-up is he don't trust any of them. We've believed in the Democratic Party, we as a black community for so long, and they've done so little. So instead of us marrying and wedding ourselves to a particular party, let's be between parties and be better positioned at the negotiating table to get results for the black community. He might just be saying the right things and not having the right angle, but I kind of like at least the position that he was coming from. Go ahead.
I think me and Maya both like the position. It's just not with this administration. They are proven to be untrustworthy, like in a historic level. And someone had said, I can't remember which person in the comments that said that Biden and Harris, have put the black community on a back burner. That's not true. They have the Lift Every Voice plan. You know
I didn't see that.
So please go do your research before you come on here, because we're going to have something to back it up with. All right. So go to Google and Google Lift Every Voice plan. The Biden plan for Black America, and you could go through it yourself and compare the plans if you want. But this administration, I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. Like real talk.
Let me say, this is the thing. This is why voting is so important. And I said it on the last show. Like, if something wasn't important, why would they try so hard to prevent you from doing so?
Exactly.
And also, the most important thing is that this administration has not appointed one judge, no circuit, federal judge of color. They're all white conservatives.
It's right there. It's right in front of you.
That affect your day-to-day life. It don't matter. These are the same motherfuckers that when you appear before them with a traffic ticket are throwing your ass in jail. Right. This is what I'm talking about. So the whole, it doesn't matter. Over. Owe some money on something and see if that shit don't matter. Because these white conservative males don't give two shits about your black asses. Period. And
I do like
somebody for doing something. Get your asses up, because this is your life that's affected. And you can Google porn sites and other shit. You can't Google fucking local and find out what's really going on.
Get all out my search engine. Get all out my search engine. Get all out my search engine. I felt like that was personal.
Bob, please post Scott Bibbs' comment. Lift Every Voice versus Platinum Plan. Enough said. Enough said.
And he a Kappa, so if we posted something about him, it's gotta be good, because we don't like Kappas. Shout out to Henry Davis. That's my boy.
Look, I missed a lot of the comments, man, because there were so many of them coming in. We appreciate it. Please like, please comment, please share. I'll say this. I think that Osha Jackson, Ice Cube himself, Craig from Friday, I think that his timing was horrible.
Horrible.
But I do agree that far too long we have assumed that the decision to be wholeheartedly and almost blindly Democratic is going to work out for us. We do have to put pressure, and I like to lift every voice program. I think we got to put pressure on our politicians to do more. And in addition to this, and this is the part that Cube didn't really address, but other Black celebrities have, and none of us on this platform are waiting, and I hope none of our audience members are waiting, but the truth of the matter is we got to stop waiting on somebody to help us. We got to help ourselves. And on a daily basis, we have to live up to the standards in which we are trying to be as a community. And I think that's going to do more than any politician, because politics requires a lot of layers. There's a lot of red tape. Yes. So any of these plans, before a single brown penny is spent, it's got to be people that don't look like us, that aren't from our backgrounds, that don't have our experiences to sign off on it. And I'm just not certain that that's going to happen.
Last but not least, if Ice Cube was so concerned about Black Americans, he would have released this shit November 9th or November 8th, 2016. How you going to show up less than a month before? What kind of bullshit is that? And then you expect people, and this is the thing, like, people actually believe this. I'm like, y'all can't be that stupid. But every day I turn on the TV and see how stupid people really are. So it's mind blowing. If you gave a fuck so much about the Black community and cared about Black people, your dumb ass would have did this shit 4 years ago. You would have did it 5 years ago when you saw that orange motherfucker was gaining steam and was going to take down Hillary. Okay, and now you want to come, Johnny? What he's doing is about equivalent to me. He's fucking drowning. I'm already drowning. He comes. Oh, I got a life jacket, bitch. I'm dead. What is that life jacket gonna do now? I'm swimming. Come on,
look, y'all. We can go back and forth on this ad nauseum because we all are, I think, surprised on the timing of it. And Ice Cube, bro, you got caught buck naked in the closet because he's parading you out. I hope that your intentions were pure, but you got to know when you're being played as a pawn, man. And I think being rolled out as a pawn, and I hate to see that because he's a successful entrepreneur, a successful businessman, a successful movie business titan, and yet this Ice Cube, this Osha Jackson still gets duped into being rolled out as a pawn. This administration has had 4 years to create a plan and carry out a plan for Black people.
For ACA, hasn't done anything. He talks a good game, doesn't do nothing. I'm still waiting for the tax returns. He
talked about that last night. Ain't gonna happen. He's
an I'm a goner person. He's gonna do something, but never does it. Last thing I want to say about this is, shit, I forgot what I was about to say. He done pissed me off so bad. Oh, Friday was literally one of my favorite movies. I fell asleep to that movie.
What's your favorite ever? Favorite Ice Cube movie? We'll go out with this. Favorite Ice Cube movie? Friday. How about you?
And India Barnes can attest to this. She actually hid we had VHS back in the day. That's how old we are. She hid it because I would play that shit so much. It's on HBO Max. I ain't streaming shit on my TV. Fuck you. I ain't put no pennies in your pocket because you ain't shit.
Favorite Ice Cube movie, DJ John, quick.
Boys in the Hood, no doubt. Boys in the Hood. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I gotta go with Friday, but Boys in the Hood makes a very, very, very.
That was one of the most impactful movies for me as a Black man. You know,
really?
Yeah, absolutely. Boys in the Hood was crazy.
For our amazing guests, our audience members in the Ball Hawk Sports Talk, let us know, what is your favorite Ice Cube movie? And then the next question, favorite Ice Cube album. Got to go to you, Maya, first, and then I really want to hear what you're gonna say, superhero DJ John. Quick, what's your favorite album?
I was never an Ice Cube fan. I liked him more as a businessman prior to him releasing this fuck shit with 45. I liked his creative genius outside the music because I couldn't relate to no man with no Jerry curl. Not now, not ever.
Yo, that's how you be coming at. You be taking little subliminals at us Southerners. A lot of people on here got
That's why
anybody from the South got a picture.
That Jerry curl juice. You ain't supposed to have that shit in that hot ass Florida sun.
Hey man, everybody on here. I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of us have that Ola Mills picture with the Jerry curl. So you stepping on a lot of people's feet, man. Favorite album, Ice Cube album, Superhero DJ John Quick, the Maestro.
I don't have a favorite Ice Cube album. I was more of an NWA fan than an Ice Cube fan. And don't get it twisted, I think Ice Cube was definitely a great MC. He's not in my top 10 or nothing. So, and to be honest, I've been DJing.
Don't date yourself, dog. Don't date yourself.
A long time, I can honestly say. And I've been all over, like multiple countries, continents, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these states, and I have never had somebody come up to me like, yo, can you play some of that Ice Cube for me? Not once. But, you know, I'm a DJ, you know, in the party, so maybe that's not that type of vibe that he was providing. But, you know, I definitely got some favorite singles that I really like of his, you know. Like Today Was a Good Day is like one of my favorites, you know.
Yeah.
So Wicked was dope, you know, but other than that, man, check yourself before you wreck yourself, which is ironic because he needs to live his own creed, whatever. But other than that, I'm not, you know.
We be clubbing. I ain't gonna lie, that shit used to get.
Oh, we be clubbing, absolutely.
Yeah,
look,
Players Club.
All right, look, man, because we're gonna get out of here. The funny thing is, yes, they weren't party songs. They were the type of songs that you use to get into a militant mood. Before a game, you ready to bust something up. You going to a party and you know you finna fight somebody from the other neighborhood. You gonna listen to some Cube on the way.
Like Bob telling on his childhood.
Yeah, I am. Before the Pank on Pank with the ties, I used to do some other stuff, man. And I would listen to Ice Cube on the way. But to see this brother, man, who was the core of militant behavior amongst black folk, be rolled out as a pawn, man, it is heartening. What we didn't talk about was Dak Prescott's injury. The brother's foot was all messed up before he got paid. We're going to talk about that next week. We did not talk about Le'Veon Bell, and those stories are similar in a sense because Le'Veon Bell, Dak Prescott was the company man. He did everything right. I'm going to go out here and play for you, Jerry, and look how that ended for him. Now, Le'Veon Bell was like, nook, Le'Veon Bell like, bro, I ain't going out there till you give me my money. You know what I'm saying? Until you give me my money. Now, Le'Veon Bell he just signed with the Kansas City Chiefs. He has failed up. So go ahead, Le'Veon Bell. And we did not talk about Nick Saban catching COVID.
Because we don't care.
Nick Saban got COVID. But other than that, been a great show. Again, we ask everybody, please like, please comment, please share. That's how we can get this out and distribute it and more people can hear it. It won't cost you nothing but 3 seconds. Please like, please comment, please share. And with that, I got to leave this last comment because that's a Cowboys fan saying it. F Jerry Jones. I agree with you. We're going to get out of here for the week, man. It's the Ball Hawk Sports Talk with your boy, B. Brown ESQ, a.k.a. the Ball Hawk, a.k.a. the Mouth of the South, a.k.a. Mr. Excessive Celebration. You got the girl, the Maverick, Miss Majestic Maya in the building.
Sadate.
And you got a man who needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway. My fraternity brother, man, and a man of many hats, but we are glad that he is the maestro here. Superhero DJ John Quick in the building. This has been... Got him! This has been the Ball Hawk Sports Talk. Trolls, keep on coming for us because we ain't going nowhere. It's the Buck Naked in the Closet episode. We did that. Face your truth. We out. Peace.